Hi everyone, I am Nurdenis. Today we are going to talk about the sets, elements and their representations. Firstly, let's look at some applications on Robert's phone. What are you seeing? Can you see what Robert did to access applications quickly? We see the applications of the apps on Robert's phone. Robert classified and grouped applications in different folders and gave names to these folders according to the common characteristics of applications. Okay, we saved the collection of the apps. What can be different collection of objects around us? Please think. One more example. We can create different groups in our library. For example, we can collect the humor, art and sports books on different bookshelves. In mathematics, we use a name to describe the collection of objects. We call the collection of objects a set. The term set is a collection of well-defined objects. Let's go back to Robert's phone. Are you seeing the collection of applications on Robert's phone? Yes. Therefore, we can say that Robert created different sets by grouping different objects. Let's look at these applications. Each application belongs to a set. These belong to this folder, these belong to this, and these belong to this folder. These applications are a member of folders. In other words, they are a member of sets. Therefore, we call them the element of a set. An element or member of a set is any one of the distinct objects that belong to that set. Objects that make up a set, in other words, elements of a set, can be anything: numbers, people, letters of the alphabet, and so on. We are going to analyze elements, but before this, one more thing. Sets are denoted by capital letters. You can use any capital letters to denote any set. You are free. Let's denote this set as A, this set as C, and this set as K. Let's analyze their elements. The elements of set A are translate, book, notebook, and calculator. Similarly, the elements of set C are game, video, and camera. And elements of set K are sound 1, sound 2, and sound 3. In the definition of a set, we define a set as a collection of well-defined objects. If objects are not well-defined, we cannot create a set. What is the well-defined? Let's see. Think months of a year. It indicates a set because its elements are certain and well-defined. Let's see its elements. Everyone writes these elements because we define objects well. The objects are months of a year. On the other hand, think most popular months of a year. What do you think? I think the most popular month is May. Maybe you think April. Therefore, the most popular months can be different for everyone. There are no exact, well-defined objects to create a set. So, most popular months of a year cannot indicate a set. Let's answer these questions. Which of the following indicate a set? First 5 even numbers. What are its elements? Exactly 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Elements are well-defined and so indicate a set. Think the other questions. Some days in a week. Which days? Monday or Thursday? What some days mean? We don't know. So, objects are not well-defined and do not indicate a set. The most beautiful cities in our country. Maybe for me Istanbul, for you Ankara and Izmir. Therefore, the objects are not well-defined and do not indicate a set. objects in a pencil case on the right. Can you see the objects? Yes, these objects are exactly pencil and eraser, and so this indicates a set. We indicate the elements of a set with a symbol. This symbol is used to denote an object is an element of a set, and this symbol is used to denote an object is not element of a set. For example, let's denote the set of objects in the pencil case as K. As you see here, the pencil is an element of set K, and the sizer is not element of set K because it is outside. I can read here as the pencil is an element of set K, or the pencil belongs to set K. Also, I can read here as sizer is not element of set K, or sizer does not belong to set K. Yes, this is your own turn. Denote the set of fruits inside the box and show its elements with the symbol. I assume you did. Let's denote the set of fruits inside the box as A. What are its elements? As you see, apple and banana. What is not element of this box? As you say, ladybug. We can show elements as the apple is an element of set A, the banana is an element of set A, and the ladybug is not element of set A. Okay, if there is a point that you cannot understand so far, please go back and watch it again. Let's move to the representations of sets. Sets are represented by three methods. These are the listing method, Venn diagram, and according to the common characteristics. You can see these methods in general here. Let's learn these methods one by one. In the listing method, we list the elements by separating with commas between the braces. Let's see. A is a set of first three positive integers. What are the elements of set A? 1, 2, and 3, right? When we represent this set by listing method, we first denote the set's name, and now this name is A. Then we put an equal sign and we open the brace. Then we write the elements by separating them with commas. Let's write 1 and put a comma. Let's write 2 and put a comma. And let's write 3 and finally we close the brace. Okay, we represent set A by using the listing method. One question. What do you think about the order of the elements? Can it be important? No. You asked why. Okay, think a set of applications on Robertson. Let's think set C. Is there any order? No. Elements of a set don't have an order. Okay, how is it being important? Think set of A. First three positive integers. Which order should be important? Do the elements have an exact order? From largest to the smallest or from smallest to the largest? We don't know. Therefore, we cannot talk about the order of elements. The order of the elements is not important. So, we can also represent set of A like this. Now, please analyze these examples for a while. I assume you finished, and so you say more examples, but I want to talk about the last example. What are you seeing in this example? Any element missing? No, I want to draw attention to something important here. When we represent our sets, each distinct element should be written once, regardless of our method of representation. We should write each distinct element once when we represent the sets. This word contains three same letters, I. But write only one, as you see, because the letter I is only one distinct element. Let's move to the next representation method, the Venn diagram. In the Venn diagram method, we should show the elements of sets in the closed shapes. For example, A is a set of the first three positive integers. The elements are 1, 2, and 3. We represent their elements in any closed shape as you see. We put the elements in these closed shapes. Did you notice the point before the elements in the Venn diagram? What could be the reason for this? Please analyze set B. While representing sets with a Venn diagram, we put a point before each element. If we don't put a point before the elements, it would not be possible to distinguish whether the elements are 1, 2, or 12. Let's move to a small game. In this game, we will represent a set of triangles in the Venn diagram. As you see, we denoted this set as T. You can see the all objects here. What should we do first? We should determine the elements. Elements will be triangles, right? Because our set is a set of triangles. Let's start. This shape is not a triangle, therefore I should put this shape outside of the Venn diagram. This shape is also not a triangle, therefore I should put this outside. This shape is a triangle and I put this in the Venn diagram. This shape is not a triangle, therefore I should put this in the outside. This shape is a triangle and I should put this in the Venn diagram. This shape is not a triangle and I should put this in the outside of the Venn diagram. This shape is also not a triangle and I should put this in the outside of the Venn diagram. This shape is not a triangle and I should put this outside. This shape is not a triangle and I should put this outside. And this is not a triangle. Okay. Let's put the points before the elements as we learned. One more thing. These triangles are not same because they have different lengths. Therefore, they are distinct elements. What did we learn from this activity? We should put the objects that are not elements on the outside of the Venn diagram. We should put the objects that are elements in the inside of the Venn diagram. Now, this is your own turn. Recall this question and represent the set of fruits inside the box by using Venn diagram, then listing method. Okay, you finished and let's represent together. Apple and banana are elements of set A, and so let's put these elements in the Venn diagram. Then we denote the set as A. Finally, let's put points before the elements in Venn diagram. Okay, let's represent with listing method. Let's write the set's name, then put an equal sign, then open the brace, then place elements by separating them with comma, and finally close the brace. That's it. Until now, we have completed these two methods of representations of the elements, listing method and Venn diagram. Now, let's move to the common characteristic method. In this method, we write the common characteristics of all elements in braces. A is a set of the first three positive integers, and as we said, its elements are 1, 2, and 3. Which characteristics of these elements are common? Of course, their common characteristics are they all first three positive integers. When we represent this, we first write the set name, then we put an equal sign, then we open the brace, and we write the common characteristics of elements, and we close the brace. Now, here is a question. Represent the set of H by the common characteristic method. I am waiting. Okay, you finished. Let's do it together. Which method was used to represent the set H? I heard you. Listing method. Okay, what are the elements of set H? Yes, Saturday and Sunday. How did we find this? Because these are separated by comma. Now, let's represent these elements of the set with the common characteristic method. How are these elements common? These are both days of the weekend. So, we should write this character between the two braces. Write the set name, then put an equal sign, then open the brace, write common characters of the elements and close the brace. Yes, we completed all the representation methods and learned what is a set, what is an element, and these symbols in detail. Please stop the video and make a summary for yourself. Finally, this is your homework. Show me your skill. Aim of the homework. You will create two sets that are A and B. Some elements of these sets are predetermined. You can see these elements in the table. Instructions. You will first specify the predetermined elements of set A and set B by looking at the table. Then, think and choose a topic of collection of objects for set A and set B. And then, fill the blanks for your sets. A is a set of the elements of blah blah blah. B is a set of the elements of blah blah blah. Then, think and find different elements for set A and set B. You are free in your thinking, but be careful about these elements should be compatible with your set's topic. Represent your sets by using the listing method, Venn diagram, and common characteristic method. I want to explain this table more clearly. In this table, this row shows us the set's name and this column shows us the objects that are elements or non-elements of set A and set B. The objects are a tree, a television, and a dog. Now, how will you read this table? For example, look at the tree. The tree is an element of set A, but is not an element of set B. Let's write more clearly. This object is an element of set A and this object is not element of set B. Now, you can determine all of the predetermined elements of set A and set B. Then, you follow the instructions. And again, these are instructions. Now, end of the lesson. Thanks for watching.